Good morning. Hope everybody's good. I'm doing pretty good. I got, oh man, let me see. Let me double check here. I believe it's 7 weeks. 7 weeks, I think. Yeah, 7 weeks, no alcohol. So good on me. And I got a year and 7 weeks, no drugs. So that's cool. I'm up early today. Got up an hour and a half early. Oh man, that's way too short. We're not going to show the underoos. Nope. There we go. Well, that's too high. Come on, get it together, dude. There. Well, I'm gonna have to fire the stagehand. Fire myself. So, anyways, I got half the strength coffee because since I stopped drinking 7 weeks ago, I've been noticing I been having like caffeine crash. I can feel it at work. I'm like, why do I feel like I'm having like the kind of like a coming off like a caffeine high crash, and I'm thinking, okay, it's got to be the coffee. Halfway through my shift at work, I feel like I'm coming down a little bit. It's weird. The only thing I can think of is my coffee, so I cut it in half. Instead of 2 scoops, I put one, and it don't taste as good, but we'll see if that helps the kind of crash feeling I've been having. So 7 weeks. It's cool. I'm glad I'm doing it. Definitely. I think I figured out what that, because I still have that little thing in my side. It's totally like pretty much all the way better, but only when I like breathe real deep or I like sneeze. I still feel a little bit. Feels like almost like an injury that occurred in my side. Like when you get a knot, and it's like you get a knot. Maybe it was a knot. I don't know. But you get a knot and it's like pretty much gone. But like if you stretch the muscle, you still kind of feel like it's going to break. Kind of like that. But I'm not sure if that's what it was as a knot. But it also, honestly, it could have been my liver trying to, repairing itself, because it started right after a while after I stopped drinking. And apparently, your liver goes through a withdrawal as well as your body. So it could have been my liver doing a withdrawal kind of pain thing, feeling like a cramp. Felt like a cramp, real bad cramp that wouldn't go away. Like, you get like a runner's cramp. It was like that. But now it feels like it was almost like injured and it's almost totally healed, but you can still kind of feel that tightness. Tastes better with 2 scoops. Oh well. So yeah, I was laying there. I got 7 hours sleep. I was laying there and woke up at like 4 o'clock. I laid there for a half hour and I couldn't fall back asleep, so I'm up an hour early. I feel fine though. I have no problems falling asleep now at all. No anxiety attacks. No more anxiety attacks. Not really. The only thing that I've been doing is just thinking a little bit much, but I've been able to turn the thoughts off, for the most part. Thinking a lot. Mind was racing, this morning. Thinking about stuff that just really doesn't have any effect on me, really. I mean, just a lot of random stuff in my head. I'm slowly uh, dropping more weight. I'm down to under 135 now. I'm down to 134. And when I started, I was 145. So it's slowing down, but I've slowed down on working out too. But that's okay. I'm just not going to push myself. I still feel like, honestly, it's been 7 weeks, but I still feel like it's only been like a couple of weeks since I stopped drinking. That's how it feels. I still feel like I just barely stopped drinking. I still feel like my body's adjusting, being not having alcohol. It does feel like that still. Like I'm still adjusting. I know alcohol gets out of your system. You know, it's been out of my system, but I still feel like I'm left kind of still a little bit out of whack from the years of drinking. So maybe I am still adjusting. I don't know. Maybe the whole side pain I had, this feeling I have, like it just seems like yesterday I was drinking, but I wasn't. It's been 7 weeks, but it still seems like yesterday. So as long as I have that feeling, I'm gonna take it easy. I don't want to push myself when I'm having that still adjusting kind of feeling. So that's where I'm at with that. But I do feel more energy. It's really nice not having the hangovers and being consistent about not having hangovers and feeling normal. Uh, I'm repeating myself, but the feelings I've been having are more consistent of feeling better. Of course, I'm having my little issues, but I think that's part of my body just readjusting to not having alcohol all the time, you know. And I'm not trying to be preachy here. I'm just explaining what it's like at week 7. Okay, that's all I'm doing here. It's a vlog. Last thing I want to be is like preachy, because that's cringy. Preachy is cringy. So I'm trying to not be cringy, but that's hard to do when your name is Beer Hound Bill. And I'll admit it. Like I watch my own videos just to see where I can try to improve, which is almost everything. But there's a lot of cringiness in my videos. I know that's why some people hate me, because I am cringy. But hey, it is what it is, man. I'm not a freaking professional. I'm a recovering drug addict. I'm an alcoholic, and I'm cringy. Okay, what can I say? At least to me, I am. I'm my worst critic. So I'm getting my chores done. I know I've said that, but still more chores are getting done. Pad's finally starting to get more organized. I still have a long ways to go. I'm proud of myself. I have more control over my emotions now. Don't have much more control over that though. But sorry about that. Uh, have more control over my emotions. I'm able to turn off the crying when I feel it coming on. I can stop it a lot easier when I start thinking about my mom or something or whatever, my friends. And I would see some, people I haven't seen in a long time. I get emotional over that. When I was drinking, I'd start crying, but now I'm able to have those thoughts and not start crying and control my emotions a lot better. Also, I'm able to control my anger. I don't get roid rage like when I'm out driving as much. So definitely have my emotions in check a lot better now. I have my moments still where I'm having energy issues, especially at work. Not as bad as when I was drinking, but I'm still having some energy issues. Some of that might be because of coffee, having a coffee crash at work. We'll see if bumping it half the caffeine intake in the morning will help. It still tastes okay, but not as good as 2 scoops. I know I just said that a little while ago, but yeah. So I'm gonna this weekend. Today's my Friday, so this weekend I'm gonna do a second coat. I'm gonna do it again, do the job again. Put a because I only use half the. It's a 5 gallon bucket of the sealant, and it only took like 2.5 gallons to do the roof. So I'm gonna use the rest to do the second coat. I ain't gonna waste it. That's $40 worth of sealant left in there. Might as well use it right now that I don't. The hard job was cleaning all the initial cleaning of the roof was super hard. So I don't really have to do all that. I'll just have to spray it down with the hose, get the dust off, and then let it dry, and then just roll on the next coat and be done with it for 7 years. So gonna do that again. I'm not gonna waste the product. I paid for it. Might as well use it, even though it's gonna be a lot of work, but do it right. You know what I'm saying? Do it right. Overdo it. Okay. So I'm gonna do that. Try to get some more chores done. Now it's just boiling down to I have too much stuff, and I don't have enough room for all my stuff. So now I got to figure out the best way to organize all my stuff and what I'm going to have to get rid of. Because definitely I have too much stuff and not enough space to be more like organized. I mean, I could keep all my stuff, but it's still kind of like cluttered a little bit, Too many bicycles. Maybe I'll throw some up for sale. And I'm proud of myself. I didn't buy. There's this bike I wanted, super nice Deluxe Cruiser, Dyno Deluxe, super sick bike. I wanted it so bad. It was a good deal. I had the guy. I had this set up to go get it, and I was at work, and I was thinking about it. I'm like thinking, and that's a pretty big bike too. And I'm thinking, why am I doing this? I have no room for this bike. So I called the deal off. So I'm proud of myself. I didn't buy another bike I don't need. Maybe if I get rid of a few of my other bikes and I have a little space, I'll do that. But I I need another I need another bike like I need a freaking toothache. I don't need it. So did that. Controlled myself. Controlled my spending. That's another good thing I've noticed about not drinking is I'm saving money now. So that's nice, and I'm controlling along with not drinking. I'm not eating as much because with alcohol comes food. And now that I'm not drinking, I don't need to eat a lot of food, especially heavy, greasy foods. Lighter foods like just veggies and a little bit of meat and a little bit of rice are filling me up and it's staying there. But like if when I was drinking, every time you drink, man, you gotta eat to sop that alcohol up, and that adds to the weight gain. So between like drinking and then having to eat, that's why you get get overweight pretty bad, an alcoholic. So I'm doing all right. I'm gonna keep going with it, man. I'm still calling it a break. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I can't say because I'm not gonna. Last time I stopped drinking, I was all gung ho. Like 7 years ago, I had a year and a half 7 years ago, and I was like, oh, I'm quitting. I was saying I'm quitting forever. I'm good. I'm done with alcohol. Blah blah blah. It lasted a year and a half. Okay, until that day came, and I consciously made the choice to go drink a beer. That was 7 years ago, and then I'm thinking, like when I did that, I realized subconsciously that whole year and a half that I was sober, subconsciously, I knew that I wasn't gonna be able. I was gonna drink again. I knew subconsciously that I someday I was gonna drink again. So now this time, I'm just gonna keep that subconscious thought out in the open, and I'm not gonna say I'm quitting. I'm not gonna say I'm done with alcohol. I feel like in my head, if as long as I let myself know that if I have a drink in the future, that I never said I was quitting. I'm just taking a break, okay? Then when I get tired of drinking, I take a break from when I get tired of being sober, I'm taking a break from sobriety. Then I'm going to go back to a drink. But I'm not going to set any limits on myself like that. I'm just going to be like, take it day by day, hour by hour, okay? That way, you know, I'm not lying to myself if someday I do have a beer. Because honestly, right now where I'm at with it, I feel great not having a beer. I feel great. But, you know, someday, you know, there might be that time where I'm out party, I'm at an event, and you know what? I don't want to beat myself up over having a beer. If I go have a beer at some point, I don't want to feel like I'm letting myself down, you know, because in my head, I know I'm going to have a beer someday. I know this, okay? I'm not going to try to fool myself. I'm just taking a break. Plus, my brother from another mother, Steven Beerman, I want to I want to drink one of his beers again someday. I want to review one of his beers. Like I don't want to go through my life not being able to try one of. He's like my brother, man. I want to try one of his more of his beers. Okay, that's how good this guy is. That's how good his beers are. They are unreal. Okay, there's no way I'm going to go through my life not trying any more of his beer because it's really a neat experience to be knowing a brewer that's of my friend that is honestly, I'm not just saying this because he's my bro, but this guy like brews the best beers, I believe the best beers on the planet. He's one of the best brewers I've ever experienced. And I've had pretty much all the best beers I can get my hands on, that's for sure. And his beers are better, okay? I've told him this too. And there's no way I'm going to miss out in the future on some of his beers, okay? I'm definitely want to try more of his beer someday. Right now, I'm just taking a break, so I'll be happy with not drinking. And then whenever he sends me beer, review his beer and enjoy that beer, and then just go back to not drinking after that. You know, I don't see any point in trying every brewer on the planet's new beer that comes out like I was, especially when most of those beers aren't as good as my bros. So, I'll just wait until he sends me a beer. I'll drink that, or I'll drink a beer on a special occasion and just have control over my drinking. That'll work, something like that, and I won't be letting myself down because it's just a break. I'm not quitting. It's just a break. That's alcohol, though. Drugs, that's a different story. I'm not going to be doing drugs anymore. Okay, I'm not going to be doing drugs. That's over. Alcohol, I'll have control of that. The drugs, I don't need drugs. Okay, you can't be going to do drugs because it's really it's a different ball game. That's a total different ball game. If you've done drugs, you know what I'm talking about. So drugs out. Marijuana maybe someday. Like, 'cause I don't consider marijuana. That's to me that's not drugs. That's just a herb. Okay. It's not like an addictive drug. I mean, it's not like something that's super addictive either. You know, you can take a puff, get paranoid, and get the munchies, and you're over it, pretty much. Okay, the video's starting to get long in the tooth a little bit, and I'm rambling. But I wanted to kind of touch on something political for a minute. TDS, man. These people, these Biden supporters or Trump haters, Trump derangement syndrome. It's 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 just too much, man. These people are too much. Like, I was on a live stream. I won't say which one, but it's a live stream. It has nothing to do with political. It's a music stream. It's where people go and they listen to music. It has nothing to do with politics at all. Everybody's having, a good time requesting songs, blah blah blah. And right at the very end of the stream, some some Trump hater posted a comment and said something like, "Trump sucks." Something like we all think Trump sucks. Yeah, I said it. Like, she's speaking for the whole chat. This chick, right? Posted a comment. We all think Trump sucks. Like, she speaks for everybody in the chat, and she don't even know these people in the chat, right? It's like shit like that, and then like she just had to throw that in at the very end, right? Like, she's speaking for the whole chat. Like, these people think that everybody hates Trump, right? That's how deranged their thinking is. So they think that they could just go around and automatically assume that everybody in this chat is a Trump hater. Okay, that's how their brain works. Or, like, I saw this old couple coming out of Lowe's the other day, both of them wearing in big letters, "Trump sucks," walking around in public like that. I'm thinking, yeah, these people have problems. They're kind of brainwashed a little bit. Walking, like, who's asking for your opinion about Trump? Nobody asked you for your opinion whether you like Trump or not. Who cares what you think? I don't like Joe Biden, and I have good reason to. Most Trump haters, they don't have a good reason to hate Trump. That's the difference, okay? You can ask anybody that's a Trump hater, what did he do? Why do you hate him? They can't give you a straight answer. They can't. But if you ask anybody that doesn't like Biden, there's a lot of reasons not to like Joe Biden, okay? One supports America first and the other doesn't. That's the difference. It's that simple. So, but honestly, I don't see a lot of people, out of the blue bashing Biden in certain chats or whatever, and I don't see people walking around with uh, "Lock Joe Biden up" shirts. That's what they said. Lock Trump up. That's what the shirt said. I don't see people walking out with "Lock Biden" shirts up. You know, I mean, it's just some of these Trump haters are like fucking children, man. They act like children. Like, why do you hate him so much? And they don't know why. They don't know why. The only thing they can say is whatever the biased Trump hate news tells them. Okay. Then when you start spitting facts, that aren't lies, they have no answer. They have no answer. No common sense, no logic, nothing. All emotion, brainwashed bullshit. And then you ask people why they hate Biden, they start spitting facts, okay, that aren't lies. They're actual real facts, okay? Economy, the border, the two main ones, the hypocrisy are all facts. I just watched a video this morning of Maxine Waters crying about, oh, these Trump supporters are going to start a civil war. Oh, crying about Trump supporters starting this. Didn't I just watch a video of Maxine Waters recently telling Biden supporters to go attack Trump supporters? When you see a Trump supporter, you get in their face and you attack them. I watched a video of her saying that. Now she's saying uh, Trump supporters are going to start a civil war, crying about something like that. Such hypocrites, man. Such hypocrites. I'll put the link to that video in the description section of this one so you can watch it for yourself, okay? So, the video's starting to run long in the tooth. I'm not going to ramble too much on politics because I don't have time. The video's getting long. So, 7 weeks, no alcohol. That's a year and 7 weeks, no drugs. Sorry. So, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your continued support. And I'm going to keep going with my sobriety and keep feeling good, keep improving on everything. And I just, I'm doing good. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm glad I'm sober. Not going to be preachy though. So y'all have an awesome day. We'll catch you later. I'll keep posting random videos and stay tuned for the weekly vlog update. So catch you later. See ya.